Good morning, everybody. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, where we left off last time. We were still in the workshop, getting through all of the constructs, which are a little bit annoying. There are several unstable constructs that we have fought recently that blow up when they reach you. But otherwise, not so bad, I guess. There have been worse fights in the game, like that dragon that I have no idea how to beat. We will be beating him eventually, though. Also, my drink of the morning is milk. It's not as good as eggnog, but I'm out of eggnog, so that is that. Also, this is taking a very long time to load. Alright, there we go. Alright, you can see we're still in here. There's still some constructs. At least one. At least several. Let's back up a bit. We are seeing... That's bad. That's kind of bad news, actually. Everybody out of the poison. That's exactly why I wanted everyone out of the poison. I think we're going to be okay to continue this fight. Our tanks are still in good shape. Our cleric is perfectly fine, and he's going to heal up our nearly dead members. I'm actually going to get her in the fight too. Or am I? How far away are these constructs? There's only the one unstable construct. That's not so bad. Alright, we're gonna go from here. Healing. What would be good against constructs? This is kind of a bigger fight, so I don't mind using some bigger spells. I'm actually gonna move him up. And use that. It does a considerable amount of damage. In fact, it killed one of the constructs outright. So let's use it again. That's gonna blow up now. Let's heal that group up. Kana, I want you shooting something, I don't care. We can get a decent fireball in there, although fireball's not so great against constructs. We're gonna do it anyways, because why not? And then we're gonna shoot those ones. Pallegina has taken a beating already. He is only at 3 chance so far, so he's not particularly useful at the moment. Let's heal. Let's get this going. I think Kana might have taken down another golem, which is pretty boss. Good job, Kana. He's taking down more. Everybody after that one. You know what? I'm gonna try and snipe off that guy.
Following your lead. Fight on, my friends.
I kind of want to level this bow. It's just such a pain in the ass to get killing blows that... Oh, nope. You guys fight that guy. That last one's Kana's. Try and kill. I would really hope he would finish it before Pallegina dies, yeah. No? Okay. I figured as much. There we go. Oh, Durance one-shot it. Damn it, Durance. Oh well. It is what it is. How many kills am I at on this stupid bow now? 4. Not even 20%. Excellent.
Yes.
That's the way that we roll, I guess. Another construct. Hey dear. Running away, good choice.
Yes.
There's a lever here, and a thing. And a book. The Deerwood, Part 3, The War of the Black Trees and the Rise of Admeth Hadrit. No. Subject. Baleseer. And there's more levers around. There's also traps around.
Nice and quiet.
What?
Alright, any other traps that I should know about right away? Okay, so that opened that up.
I'm ready.
I need more food or camping supplies. I'm just hitting random buttons, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I'm pressing. Oh, Baleseer. Galvino, you are not to engage. I'm free, Galvino. I will eat your heart, old man. Where'd he go? Oh, he died. And we got a gun. It's called Fellstroke. It is a unique damage reduction, fine, time siphon, stealthy. What does time siphon do? Where did the gun go? Probably my bank. The disappointer. Ah, good times. Maybe it is in my inventory. Got Longfeller. No, I don't see it there. But let's go carefully, because I have been known to miss things in the game, as has been pointed out to me several times. But I'm fairly certain I don't see it. Okay. So we got the disappointer. Fellstroke right there. Is it better, or it's a what, a blunderbuss? It's a pistol, a pistola. I don't think it's better than what we're using currently. Nah. Back to the thing with you.
What is it?
This is, tufts of hair are stuck to the metal slots of this helmet. You spy smudges, dark smudges along the edges of the manacles. Sparks curl all over the wires and plates of this machine, illuminating the innards with each burst of light. Cool. I really wish I had camping supplies, because Palagina is flat out going to die the next fight she's in if she gets hit. So maybe let's pull her back for a minute. Burning flesh construct, you say? You know what, I'm gonna reposition up to here. Oh, that's a lot of explodey guys. Hey here, take on all the fighting. That was a lot of explosions. Okay. Half my group just got wiped out from that. Palagina, you cannot take hits. Get out of there. There is a solid chance that Canna might get a killing blow here. Come on, Canna. You can do it. I believe in you. Yes, good job. Oh no, it was it here that got the killing blow. Well, that's just stupid. Oh well. I just don't care anymore. Maybe we should find some low-level creatures to kill. We should probably also
Slowly now.
really pay attention to where we're going. There's at least one iron construct in there. There's at least 3 iron constructs in there. Okay. Let's get people into position. Palagina is going to
I'm ready.
sit this fight out a little bit, and so is Aloth.
What?
They are hurting too badly to be of any particular use.
Hey,
Yes.
Okay. That's the dudes I was thinking that were coming. Okay. Let's get some actual spells going, like some good ones this time. No, I'm not going to use Holy Flame. Let's use Pillar of Holy Fire right there. That's some good damage. Try and kill that thing. Nobody else attack that one at the moment. There we go. Oh, it's at full life again. Okay, never mind. There is an unstable construct there just chilling out. I wonder if we can take it out. See if we can't take those guys out so that we don't have to deal with their annoying...
This isn't working. This isn't working.
It's gonna blow up. There's one more on the ground. I wonder if we can kill it before it goes off. Probably not. Oh, we got it. Look at that. Ha! I was wrong. We were very successful. We desperately need some camping supplies, though. Things are looking kind of bleak for our group. Very bleak indeed.
a blade in the dark.
It's worth two in the bush. It looks like we're almost at the end here, though.
Something over there.
Oh, easy there, champ. Right, not desirable. Couple more guys up here. So let's bring our tanks in to go stand in the door, and we'll get Kana here. Everyone else is staying way back because they're almost dead. Which means we have no healing in this upcoming fight. Well, we can get healing. We can move them forward when we need to, but we want them to stay back away from the unstable constructs. Alright, let's try this out. This is going to be a very interesting fight.
Yes. Kill them all.
No, you go.
This isn't working.
Alright. I was kind of taking damage. Get back. There we go. Alright. All the blowy up ones are gone. Which means that I might be able to move up my cleric to heal. Which would probably be good because we're going to die if not.
Still alive?
Let's keep him back a bit. We need more spells that are moderately good. Let's heal up.
This isn't.
Maybe he'll get a killing blow this time. Go, Kana, go. Nope, that was definitely Ed here.
Your tail ends here.
That iron construct healed to full life again. Vulnerability lets him do that if I can counter it in any way, because killing them from full life twice is a little bit irritating. Oh, Connie, you got a killing blow. You're a champion. You are not to be anywhere near the front line at the moment.
Kill them all! What?
Is this a golem training area? What's up with that? We have to be nearly done this place. It doesn't look like there's much else on the map to do. Alright.
What is it?
We got some sort of staff type thing. It looked really garbled and weird looking, that thing. Exceptional rapier. Not particularly useful for our group.
Keeping an eye out.
I really, really hope there's supplies here somewhere. Another unstable construct. Well, good thing we have plenty of good tanks with high deflection to go take on that thing. Also, it looks like there might be supplies here somewhere. Alright. There's a box and some swords. There's a key in there. And a gun. Neither of those is camping supplies. So we got a quest cell key. Nobody hit that, please. That would be super duper good. There's a lever here. I'm sure that's not a good sign. Unlock with the workshop key, okay. That I can do. There's also still this area up here we haven't gone into. It's like a back door type thing over there. And a cell over there. Well, let's do the workshop key first. Oh, this is never a good thing. Galvino. An elderly man hunches over a cluttered desk with the in the back of the workshop. His flesh is loosely or pulled tightly around. Let me restart this. An elderly man hunches over a cluttered desk in the back of his workshop. His flesh is pulled tightly around thin, fragile-looking bones, except around his neck, where it hangs in loose waddles. He turns as you enter, a scowl already chiseled into his lined face.
Back again? I told you.
He hesitates, squinting at you from behind smudged and dusty spectacles.
Of course, a fresh fool to replace the last fools. What brings you stomping through my workshop, eh?
He draws his words out, looking you up and down. A sneer creeps across his face. Watch your tone, old man.
This one's got spirit.
He erupts with a ragged cackle. Still wheezing with mirth, he turns to the bronze golem over his shoulder.
What do you think of that, my girl? A kindred soul?
You better hope not.
The voice echoes from within the golem.
You would miss me if I were gone, Imura. For who would tolerate your barbs and insults?
Get on with it. I didn't come to listen to you two bicker.
Yes, yes. I haven't forgotten about you. You come for the White Forge, just like the rest of them.
He waves his hand impatiently.
Boys with smooth cheeks and wild dreams. Girls with bright ribbons tied next to their scabbards.
His voice rises and falls with a sing-song of mockery.
Old men and women, too, seeking a final blaze of glory before they're snuffed out for another turn at the wheel. Sound familiar?
His smile is rigid as he looks at you, and the corner of his eye twitches. It's just another job.
Ferus, just another job to find the treasure of a civilization beneath an impenetrable keep. Gelarde, what a thrill your life must be.
It has been quite exciting.
I have this conversation with every pig-headed swashbuckler those Postenagos and stalwarts send here. Go see Galvino, they say. Surely he'll help you.
Well,
It must have slipped their minds what a busy and important fellow you are.
in the silence that follows, the temperature of the room seems to drop. Galvino glares at her.
I should have let them stone you. Would have silenced your endless rattling forever.
The hanging folds of his skin beneath his neck tremble.
Then you'd have naught but those frostbitten inbreds for company.
I guess this is what it would be like if Aloth and Islamir were two separate people. Come now, I sound nothing like either of them. Perception 14. You're upset. There's an old wound with Stalwart then.
The spiteful imbeciles destroyed my career, ruined years of work. But let us focus on the reason for your visit, yes? The villagers and their adventurers hammer and pry at the battery as if they were laying siege to some moldering lord's keep.
He swats the air in front of his face.
Those stones were laid by some of the finest builders ever to have lived. Disciples of Abidan in the truest sense. They will not fall by the whims of any kith. And the door itself, it is infused with living essence.
He holds his hands before him, and his eyes are wide with wonder. So that's why the dwarves disappeared. They got locked out of their own fortress.
Shoulder, I speak into seriousness.
He shakes his head, but amusement tugs at the corners of his eyes.
The Pargrunen of Durgan's battery perished within their own keep, victims of a violent disagreement among their own commandants.
His mouth twists into a wicked grin.
Surely in the village you have heard stories, no? Disappearing caravans, tracks in the snow, screams from the high towers.
He pauses, watching your expression with a raconteur's glee. Well, go on. I like the story so far.
The work of spirits still trapped in the battery, and a testament to those impenetrable walls.
He raps on the mortared stone of his own home.
But the door of the keep, the one the Pargrunen filled with essence, it was made to listen, to recognize its masters.
So I need the door to recognize me.
Traditional Optapo cultures revolved around language. Words revealed who they were and where they were from.
So basically what you're saying is we have to speak friend and enter. Yep. An interesting tradition. I could start introducing everyone in verse.
That is why you need a Kandek.
He holds up a twitching finger. Ah, yes, I believe those are anthems of sorts.
That's the simple explanation.
He says while nodding.
A Kandek is a statement of purpose, a declaration of identity. Each is unique to its stronghold.
Ha! Seal your door with a key of words, and any liar can talk his way through. There is nothing built of words that won't break when the slightest stress is applied.
Thus, to enter a fortress like Durgan's battery, you would stand at the gate and recite its Kandek.
Very well, where did I learn this Kantek?
Learn the Kandek. You must speak with one of the dwarves of Durgan's battery. A shame they are all dead, no?
There's always a catch. He rubs his hand together, pacing.
But no doubt their souls live on in one or two of the villagers of Stalwart. Like fine wine poured into a cheap pot.
Derision curls his lips.
But to identify them, that is the first problem. You would need the skills of an animancer.
He wags a finger at the ceiling. I'm a watcher. The golem swivels her head sharply towards you. Her mask of a face and the glassy eyes behind it betray no emotion, but it seems as if she's watching you carefully.
A watcher? The Verus? If this is true, then you could find a sole descendant from Durgan's battery, no question. But the greater difficulty remains.
Galvino rubs his gaunt, whiskered cheeks.
You would have to learn the Kandek from the dormant soul. And to do that, you would have to awaken it.
But this awakening would be permanent, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. Whoever you awaken will live with the memories and the personality of a past life. Maybe peacefully, maybe not.
His bony shoulders rise in a shrug.
That is why you must pay attention to the soul you would awaken, no? It is a monumental thing to impose on another, but these are the very people who wish to rediscover the White Forge, Verus.
He removes his spectacles and polishes the dirty lenses with his tunic. Awaken someone? How would I do that?
An awakening is merely the jolting of a dormant soul into consciousness.
He makes a bursting motion with his hands, splaying fingers wide.
When such things happen normally, it is because something has reminded the subject of a past life, often violently so.
He smacks his workbench with surprising vigor. That was not vigorous. It's too early in the morning. People might wake up. Aloth flinches.
Thus, to awaken one of the former dwarves of Durgan's battery, you will need to address that soul, and preferably by name.
He folds his hands together, steepling his fingers.
But show some care. When you examine these souls, whatever it is you watchers do, you may see images, memories.
I already well know about that. He leans forward, his back hunched.
These are moments of special import. What you see will tell you much about the person, and perhaps the condition in which they awaken.
He raises his hoary eyebrows and tilts his head back.
Awaken them from a traumatic memory, and who knows? Maybe they awaken thirsty for blood. Or maybe you awaken someone else.
He says while cackling. You understand the consequences of an awakening as well as any Eltimar, yet perhaps there's a benefit to the process as well.
Here, this has been tuned to the Aeon of Durgan's battery. Use it near the villagers, and it should tell you if one has a soul old enough to have come from the battery.
He rummages around and produces an unfamiliar device. I see. Well, the Cantic's all I
I can
need.
say, none have yet opened Durgan's battery.
Galvino raises his hands, palms up.
But the ones that came before you, I think they got close. You may wish to find them and see what they discovered.
I found what's left of them, a journal and a tile.
Most interesting.
He adjusts his spectacles as he peers at the tile.
They spent many days at the battery door. This looks like something that once belonged there.
He says while tapping the tile. I see. Well, thank you for your
Much
help.
work ahead of you, as do I.
He
I'm
turned
going
back
with
to
him.
his desk. The golem looks between you, her neck turning on its oil joint.
You go to Stalwart? Is this your macabre sense of humor, or has something gone to rust in that beautiful head I crafted?
Galvino stares at her agape.
No one will bother me while I'm with him. Besides, I can help him find people in Stalwart.
The golem's burnished face is eerily impassive.
You haven't been to Stalwart in 13 years. And this watcher sees souls. What help could you be? Besides, I have need of you here. You owe whatever remains of your wicked life to me.
A frown sours on his lips as he taps his chest with a crooked finger. The golem says nothing, but her essence smolders. Resentment rises from her in shimmering waves. She swivels her head to look at you. Well, I'd like her to travel with me. I don't know who she is.
No. You don't know what you ask.
He shakes his head, waving his hands.
This woman, the Devil of Karek, she was a notorious murderer. Burned people alive all over the region. Besides, she works for me. After all, I am the one who preserved her.
He straightens his back and looks you up and down, taking your measure. I'll pay you.
She's a valuable assistant, and one I've worked hard to create. I must see payment for her services. I'm sure you understand.
Do you know how little money 700 copper pieces is for me? I have over 100,000.
Fine price for a blacksmith striker. Suppose I should be flattered.
She turns to Galvino.
And there you have it, a bargain.
So we're gonna take her along. I don't know what she does or what she. Well, actually, can we click on her? What does she do? She's a rogue. We don't have a rogue yet. I've never actually had a rogue. It's gonna be interesting. We'll give it a shot. Apparently, they took my suggestion at the end of Pillars of Eternity to heart and gave me a rogue to deal with. We are going to use her at some point. Not yet, though. He gives you a sardonic
A
grin.
moment. You are going back to Stalwart, yes? Perhaps you could do me a favor.
Galvino gives you a thoughtful frown. Tell me about this favor.
There is a man in the village named Grinde, the head fisherman.
He weaves his fingers together.
The rest of Stalwart kisses his feet because he fills their stinking blades with speckleback. But I know he's not as virtuous as he seems.
His face crinkles in vicious glee. What exactly do you want me to do to him?
Humiliate him, of course. Show his neighbors what he truly is, and let him live with the disgrace.
He points vaguely in the direction of the village, his thin arm trembling.
Always been a ripple sponge addict. Just got good at hiding it once his sainted sister died and left him in charge of the fishery.
Alright.
But he keeps a stash in the fishery. Sneaks in at night when the others have gone home, and emerges sluggish and red-eyed a few hours later.
How do you know that? How often do you go to this place?
I want you to expose him. Go to the fishery after dark when it's empty. Find his ripple sponge and show it to Renengild.
Sounds like you have a history with him.
That self-righteous meddler engineered my eviction from the village. He turned them all against me.
I think your craziness did that.
Him to feel the scorn of those mush-brained imbeciles. Do
I
not
see.
answer me now. But when you return to that festering eyesore and smell the stink of fish that hangs in the air, consider what I've said.
He holds up his hand while grinning.
Besides, you appreciate a good joke, don't you? De Verus, this will be a great one. But
I'm in.
Be sure to approach the fishery by night, when it's empty. They will give you no end of trouble if they see you stealing during the day.
What are these constructs I encountered in your workshop?
Other projects, they are none of your concern.
He waves a hand and looks quickly away from you. You seem pretty eager to change the subject. He mutters furiously under his breath, raising his hands to the ceiling.
For years I've been trying to create another like the Devil of Carrick. Yet those post-Enagos in Starworld destroyed my machinery.
His drooping skin trembles in his rage.
Now, I can only create these broken, mindless things. The Devil remains my most perfect creation.
Wait, where do you find the souls for this?
Smugglers, slavers, fugitives. The kind of riffraff that pass this way. Rarely missed, and good work to keep my little devil busy.
Why do you need more
I
golems?
can't present the Devil of Carrick to the academies, can I? A mad woman and a murderer? No. I need to bring a success to the Republics.
He rubs his hands together, frowning. Okay, I've heard enough, thanks. Do you have camping supplies, good sir? I really don't want anything except for camping supplies. I don't really care about his junk. Alright, I guess there is no camping supplies, but we do have a cell key and stuff, so let's go quickly take a look. I hope we don't hit any traps on the way. There is a distinct possibility we will run into this one. Nope. Good. How long? Oh, we're at 32 minutes. Okay, we should end the video, I guess. So I'm going to end it here. Like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to be continuing on our way through this game. Although I do want to quickly see other things before we get out of here. There are a couple of doors we haven't gone through yet. So, we'll see you a little bit later. Take care, guys.